Hi, it's Judy and welcome to another video. So today I have another very exciting video and it is another book haul, but this one's kind of special because it is my birthday book haul and I was so lucky to receive so many amazing books for my birthday, and I did also buy myself some books for my birthday, so they are included in this haul. There are quite a few books to get through. I'm literally just so excited about all of these books. Some of them I've wanted for the longest time, so yeah, I can't wait to read these and I'm just very grateful. But before I do get into the video, I just want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Skillshare. So I have worked with Skillshare a couple of times now and I really love them as a company. So if you didn't know, Skillshare is an online learning community for creators and they literally have thousands of different classes on a whole range of different topics. So there's always something new to explore and for you to learn, which is just perfect for lockdown right now and just kind of like this period in time. Like, I've just found it really fun and I'm so grateful that Skillshare exists. It's also somewhere where you can learn new skills, you can develop existing skills and try something new and lots of new things. So you can find classes really easily, which is like the most important thing for me. And I've mostly been doing the journaling, photography classes and those sorts of things, although I did mention previously that I want to do the productivity classes, so I have actually started doing some of those. And a class that I've been doing recently that I'm really enjoying is the productivity for creatives class, and this is by Thomas Frank, who's actually also a YouTuber, which is something that I really like about those classes. So as you guys will have noticed, I've definitely been getting more creative with my content, especially with the launch of my Patreon, and some of these classes have just been really useful to me to get more serious, more professional about how I'm being creative online and just finding more ways to be productive when it comes to being creative and making creative content. So I love how in one of the classes Thomas talks about how your workspace really does affect how productive you can be, and having the right environment is really important to be creative and get things done. So I've just been getting loads of really useful tips and I'm really enjoying the classes. Skillshare is all about learning, so you don't have to worry about any ads or anything to distract you, and there's always new premium classes being launched all of the time, so there's always something new for you to get creative with. It's also super affordable because it is less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, and you get access to thousands of different classes from so many different creators. And Skillshare have kindly given me a link for you guys again. So the first 1,000 subscribers to click the link in the description box down below will get a free trial of a premium membership so you can explore your creativity. So thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring another video and supporting my channel. But yes, let's get into all of the books that I got for my birthday. So I think I'm going to get into the books that I was kind of gifted first, and then at the end I will quickly show the books that I bought myself. I'm so excited. So I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm literally just going to grab books from this pile here and get talking about them. And yeah, I'm very excited. So the first book I have here is from Nicola from the TBR Hoarder, and she got me Tokyo Ghoul Volume 7, and I'm so excited about this because, as you guys will have seen in some of my vlogs recently, I started reading the manga and I'm absolutely loving it. And I've just recently read Volume 4 and I've been trying not to read Volumes 5 and 6 because I have them on my shelf, but I've been struggling to get a hold of Volume 7. I've just been holding off reading Volumes 5 and 6 until I had Volume 7. So now that I have Volume 7, I can carry on blasting my way through the series, and I'm just loving this. So thank you so much, Nicola, for getting me this because I'm so unbelievably excited to continue with this series. So this next book is from Hannah from Hannah's Recent Reads, and she got me, I can never say this properly, but Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. So I feel like some people will be familiar with this, but I don't know a ton about this, and that's how I want to keep it. The main reason I put this on my wish list was because I have heard so many people who are fans of Sarah J Maas say that this book is perfect. And if you like Sarah J Maas and that kind of story and those kind of like romancy things, then you will love this series. So this is from the Bargainer series, so I've never read any of the books. I think there's maybe 3, and I've just been dying to get my hands on this and give it a read because, as you all know, Sarah J Maas is my fave, and anything that is quoted to be perfect for fans of Sarah J Maas I am going to read, and I'm so happy. So thank you so much, Hannah, for gifting me this for my birthday, and I can't wait to read it and chat to you about it as well. So this next book is kindly from Steph. Now Steph commented on one of my videos saying she thought I'd really love this book and that she'd recently read it and wanted to send me it, and yeah, I'm very excited for this because I have seen a few people talk about this and say really good things about it. So thank you so much, Steph. But Steph sent me The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this cover. I think it looks amazing. And I don't know a lot about it. I'm just trusting Steph's recommendation. I'm going to go into it not knowing much. But I do know that this is actually going to be a film. I don't know if it's Netflix or just a film. But I think it's going to be starring Millie Bobby Brown, which is really cool. So I do want to read this soon because I'd like to read it before the film comes out. And like I said, Steph said that she thinks I really enjoy this. So I'm really excited to read it, and thank you again, Steph. So then next we have a poetry collection, and this is from Andrea, and this is I Am More Than My Nightmares by Jenny Cecilia, and I love this cover. I think it's so pretty, and yeah, I've been meaning to read more poetry, and I came across this on, where did I come across this? I think I saw this on Instagram, and I just thought it sounded really good. It sounded really like kind of dark, a little bit darker than most like poetry books, and I just really liked the sound of it, and the reviews were really good. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this and just fit in some more poetry. I am doing a 24-hour readathon soon, so I may pick this up for that as well. But yeah, I love this cover so much. So this next book is from Spoops, and I'm so excited about this because so many of my best friends love this book. Like, they are literally obsessed with it, and I'm kind of scared. Like, I'm scared in case I don't like this book, but I also really want to read it because apparently it's really weird, and I love weird. So yeah, I'm intrigued by this book. But the book is Bunny by Mona Awad. Like I said, I honestly don't really know anything about this except that it's really weird and very unique apparently, and I think that's the way I will keep it. I just want to see what all the hype is about. I know so many people love this book and so many people hate it, so I wonder what end I'm gonna fall on, but I guess we shall see. I know Caitlin and Kat are gonna be very happy that this book is in my hands, so thank you very much, Spoops. And it says that there's a clique of unbearably twee rich girls who call each other Bunny, and the main character we also follow is called Samantha, and then the bunnies one day issue Samantha with an invitation, and she's like drawn to the front door and she falls down the rabbit hole. And it says, blending sharp satire with a fairy tale horror, Bunny is a spellbinding trip of a novel and one of fiction's most original new voices. So the fact that it's a fairy tale horror, yes please, that's the thing I'm most excited for. But yeah, like I said, thank you, Spoops. I'm so excited about this book. Then the next book is from Kay, and I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait to read this. The art style in here, absolutely stunning. Like, I can't even, like, this is like my kind of vibe in a graphic novel. Like, I love this where it has these like tones of specific like color schemes. So let me try and find a page which kind of shows off like just like the aesthetic of this, or like the color scheme and the tones I just love. And this is Mooncakes, and I just really can't wait to read this simply for the art, and I've heard a lot of good things. I think this is sapphic and it just sounds really cute and wholesome, and I cannot wait to dive into this. I feel like this might be another good contender for my 24-hour readathon, but who knows, we shall see. On the back it also says, Mooncakes is spellbinding. It had everything I love in a story, magic that felt inventive, characters that became my friends, and romance that felt truly authentic. It was one of those books that I was sad to see end. Luckily I can always reread. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this because, like I said, it just sounds really cute and really nice. And I've seen a couple of people say if you're like kind of Heartstopper, then this is a good one to pick up, and obviously I love the Heartstopper series, so I'm very excited about this. And thank you so much, Kay, for getting me this, and I love you lots. So next we have another graphic novel, and this is actually from Meg. Now I think Meg said she sent me another graphic novel too, but it hasn't arrived when I'm filming this, so I'm gonna say thank you for that one as well, even though I don't know what it is. But thank you so much, Meg. Meg is literally one of the nicest people. If you don't know, Meg is from the channel Pride and Fiction, and I absolutely adore her. She's so lovely. She made me homemade New York style chocolate chip cookies for my birthday and got them delivered to me. Like, oh, I can't. Like, literally they were the best cookies I've ever had in my life, and no one's ever done that for me, and it was so nice. And I just, yeah, thank you so much, Meg. So this is one of her favourite graphic novels as well, and this is The Prince and the Dressmaker by Jen Wang. And I've just heard, again, this is another really cute wholesome story, and I love, again, the art style here has that kind of retro vibe. It's really cute. I love this cover as well, and I'm very excited to read this one. So next we have a kind of like thrillery, horror, vibey kind of book, and this is one I've wanted to read for a long time. So this is In A Cornfield by Adam Caesar, and Claire kindly gifted gifted this to me, so thank you so much, Claire. I cannot wait to read this. I'm kind of on a like thrillery gothic horror kick at the moment, so this is literally perfect timing, and I've heard so many things about this book. I really want to pick it up ASAP, and I love this cover. Like, it is just so cool. And this is like kind of pitched as like being like a retro slasher kind of story, which, yeah, give me that please. And this follows Quinn, and her and her father moved to a tiny town with a weird clown for a mascot, and they're looking for a fresh start, like just a normal kind of life. And then it says, ever since the town's only factory shut down, Kettle Springs has been cracked in half. Most of the town believes that the kids are to blame. After all, the juniors and seniors at Kettle Springs High are the ones who threw the party where Arthur Hill's daughter died. They're the ones who set the abandoned factory on fire and who spend all their time posting pranks on YouTube. They have no respect and no idea what it means to work hard. For the kids, it's the other way round, and now Kettle Springs is caught in a constant battle between old and new, tradition and progress. It's a fight that looks like it will destroy the town until one homicidal clown with a pork pie hat and a red nose decides to end it for good. Because if your opponents will die, you will win the debate by default. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. It sounds so weird and so fun, and I can't wait to read this. I really hope that I enjoyed this one. So thank you so much, Claire. Then this next book was kindly sent to me by Tabitha, so thank you so much, Tabitha, and I'm so happy that you got me this, because this is one of the prettiest books I've ever received, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it, and I can't wait to read it. So this is a Kiki's delivery service, and look how beautiful this edition is. I absolutely love it. My camera doesn't want to focus on it properly, but I'm sure you guys can see it. Look how beautiful this is, and look at Gigi. It's so cute. Yeah, this is literally just the story but in book format, and if you don't know, Kiki's Delivery Service is a Studio Ghibli movie. If you don't know what Studio Ghibli is, then I would highly recommend watching some of the movies. This is a animated movie, and you can watch it on Netflix, and yeah, I'm so happy that I have this, and I can't wait to read this. It's just gonna be so cute and like nostalgic, and yeah, I really love this cover too, so thank you so much, Tabitha. Then next we have a horror manga, and this is a Junji Ito, and I'm so excited about this one. I cannot wait to read this, and I'm obsessed with the cover. So I recently started reading Junji Ito's work. I read my first Junji Ito in January, I believe, and I absolutely loved it. It was Venus in the Blind Spot, and I gave it 5 stars because it was so weird and just so good, and I cannot wait to read some more of his work. So I am slowly collecting a lot of his manga, and I'm going to be making my way through them this year. So yeah, very excited about this one. So this was sent to me by Cynthia, and this is Smashed, and I love this cover so much, and oh, it just looks so weird, and I'm so excited. It says 13 chilling nightmares presented by the master of horror. Try not to be noticed when you eat the secret nectar, otherwise you'll get smashed. What horrific events happened to create the earthbound, people tied to a certain place for the rest of their short lives. A strange haunted house comes to town, but no one expects it to lead to a real hell. Welcome to Junji Ito's world, a world with no escape from endless nightmares. So excited about this. This just sounds so interesting and so weird, and I can't wait to read it. And like I said, I'm obsessed with this cover. So thank you so much, Cynthia, for sending this to me. It was really nice of you, and I cannot wait to dive into this. So next, my lovely friend Liv from That Fiction Live got me Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia, and I'm so happy to have this. I actually downloaded the audiobook for this and almost bought myself this literally the night before this arrived. I had it in my basket ready to go because I've been meaning to read this for a long time. I know people have a lot of mixed opinions on this book, and that it's really weird kind of gothic literature, and I'm really intrigued by that. I love anything that's gothic and kind of weird, and like I said, I have downloaded the audiobook, so I plan to listen to the audiobook and follow along in the book and probably tab and annotate this. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I just can't wait to read it. And it says it's a mesmerizing feminist reimagining of gothic fantasy in which a young socialite discovers the haunting secrets of a beautiful old mansion in 1950s Mexico. Just sounds so cool. I'm so excited. So thank you so much, Liv, for getting me this. And her note made me laugh so much because she said she said, I hope you've had a fabulous birthday reigning over your fate underlings. I love that. It's so funny. So thank you so much, Liv, for kindly gifting me this on my birthday. I can't wait to read it. Then next we have this super cute colouring book that Rhiannon got me, so thank you so much to Rhiannon. And this is a Tokyo Ghoul colouring book, and like I said before, I'm really enjoying reading the manga at the moment, so this came at the perfect time. I can't wait to colour this in, and I really like collecting colouring books, as weird as that is, for things I really like. I just think they're really therapeutic, and it's nice sometimes to like sit down and colour and listen to an audiobook. I don't do it very often. I definitely want to do it more. So yeah, I'm really grateful that you got me this, and I'm really excited to actually colour some of this in because it looks so fun. Like, look at these on the back. Oh, I'm so excited. So thank you so much, Rhiannon. Then we have a graphic novel, and this is from Isabel's Library, and this is one that I have read. I read this on my birthday during my birthday live show. I'll link that down below if you want to go and watch that. But yeah, I love this. This was so fun. I gave it 4 stars, and this is an Emily Carroll graphic novel. It's very short, and it is called When I Arrived at the Castle. So it's a vampire tale. Really enjoyed this. Just so weird, and I just absolutely adore the art style that is in Emily Carroll's graphic novels. Like, I just love this so much. I don't know what it is about this art style, but I just find it amazing. I read Through the Woods by her a while ago, and I absolutely adored that graphic novel. It's one of my favourites, and this one did not disappoint. I really enjoyed this. If you're looking for a really short horror vampire-y graphic novel, definitely check this one out. So thank you so much, Isabel, for getting me this for my birthday. I really enjoyed this. Then next we have this book from Jennifer, and I was so shocked when I opened this. It's so cool, and I love how in the note you put hi Josie / wannabe Diana Bishop, a little gift to add to your collection of books about witchcraft and for your upcoming birthday. Love your videos, which are always top notch. Big kiss from Jenny. And I love this so much. So I love the fact that I am, in your eyes, a wannabe Diana Bishop. I strive to be Diana Bishop in life. I love Diana Bishop as a character, and yes, I love all things witchy, and I've wanted this book for so long to put with all my other witchy books. I love anything to do with like witchcraft and like occult stuff and like alchemy and all that weird good stuff, and I've had my eye on this for a while. So she got me the occult book, and this is a chronological journey from alchemy to Wicca. And just look how stunning this book is. Like, it's absolutely beautiful, and I have flicked through this. It just looks so cool. Like, look at this. The stuff about the Philosopher's Stone in here, and witch trials, and all these cool people throughout history who were involved with like witchcraft and alchemy and occult stuff, and I'm just so intrigued by that, and I'm very happy that I have this, and it's gonna look so nice on my shelf with all my other witchy books. So thank you so much, Jenny, you know me so well. So next we have a book that I've been and ahhing about for a while, but then I saw my friend Liv from Olivia Reads a Latte talk about this, and this is like one of her all-time favourite books, so I was immediately sold when I heard that. If she likes something, I usually do too, so I really want to read this, and Vanessa kindly gifted me this, so thank you so much, Vanessa, for sending this to me for my birthday. That is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. So I'm not going to go into the synopsis about this because I'm pretty sure you will all be familiar with this book. I feel like it's been talked about a lot on BookTube, and just generally it's very popular. I've heard a lot of mixed things about it, so I am intrigued to read this and see what I think about it. But I really love this cover. I think this is just so cool. I'll just read like maybe a quote off the back. So it says, "The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires is funny and warm, and it's genuinely creepy and disturbing. Grady recreates the time and place without the dangerous distortive lens of nostalgia." So I'm really intrigued by this book, and like I said, because I know Liv loves this and it's one of her favourites, I can't wait to read this and see what I think of it. So thank you so much, Vanessa. Then we have another really creepy gothic kind of book, and this is again one I've been wanting to get for the longest time, and I love the cover for this one. So this was kindly sent to me by Kira, and this is Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. Again, another one I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen about on Bookstagram and BookTube and all the other bookish places. Look at this cover. I love this colour scheme and just everything about this. It says on the back, "You are in the house and the house is in the woods. You are in the house and the house is in you." So I know this apparently has kind of like similar vibes to Mexican Gothic, and that it's really like weird and that kind of weird Gothic literature, and that's the only reason I want to read it. Anything that's Gothic literature sent my way. I can't wait to read this. It sounds super weird and I'm very, very excited for it. Not going to go into this one again. Another really popular one I'm sure you're all familiar with. We'll have all of these books linked in the description box down below. If I can't put the actual links, I will certainly list the titles. I don't know how much room will be left in the description box. But yes, thank you so much to Kira for sending me this. I'm very excited about it. So then Tori kindly sent me this from Tori Dreaming. So you can follow her on Insta, and she also does have a YouTube channel, and I absolutely adore both her YouTube and her Instagram. And this she actually has, so I love that we both have one. And I love that it's her that sent me this, because I know that she really likes Nightmare Before Christmas and all the spooky vibes. But this is the Nightmare Before Dinner cookbook, and this is just so cool. I'm obsessed already with this. I cannot wait to make some of the recipes up here. But look at this, like, it's so funny. There's so many like puns in here. It's like blood orange cheesecake, and then we have weenie beef. It's just so funny. Like, all these really cool titles for all the recipes, and there's all different sorts of recipes in here. So I'm very, very excited about this book, and I love it, and I can't wait to make some of the things out here. And maybe now this will give me the final push to cook more, okay? Like, I need to start cooking a lot more, and this will definitely give me a lot of good inspiration and some really cool recipes. So thank you, Tori. Then I have two books that my boyfriend Jamie got me, and I'm so excited about both of these. These are both so stunning, and I've been on my wish list for so long, but they're very hard to get in the UK unless you get them from Amazon for the most part. And they're just beautiful. Like, I'm absolutely obsessed with them. So the first one is Classic Tales of Horror, and this is like a leather binding, and just look how stunning this book is. I'm absolutely obsessed with the aesthetic. It has gold sprayed edges. It's like the Barnes & Noble's leather bound editions, but it's actually a Canterbury Classics edition, and it's just absolutely stunning. Like, look at these end papers. Oh, I'm so obsessed. So in here we have like so many different horror tales. There is a lot. I love collecting these kinds of books, and it'll be really fun to just flick through and read the odd tale in here. And I really just love this edition. I just think it's so stunning, and I'm literally obsessed with it. And I also got this Canterbury Classics edition 2, which is classic works from women writers. Now look at this. Oh my gosh. This is so stunning. Like, I'm obsessed. It has the gold sprayed edges too, and then the end papers look like this. And some of the writers that are in here are Agatha Christie, Jane Austen, Charlotte Bronte, Mary Shelley, Virginia Woolf. There's so many amazing female writers in here, and I just think this is beautiful, and I love this so much. So yes, I'm very grateful to Jamie to get me these. Just look how pretty they are. Like, I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I love them so much. So yes, I adore those. And then now we are on to the books that I bought for myself. So there is a few. I think I got myself like 10 books. I think I had like a gift card I decided to use. So yeah, I did get this one also, so I'll start with this first. So this is a second-hand copy I got on eBay, and this is Tales from the Dead of Night, 13 classic ghost stories, and it just looks like this. Love it so much. I can't wait to read this. Lovely aesthetic. I think it's going to be a really fun little book to have, especially when Halloween comes around, and I just love this. So yes, I got this. Then I ordered some books from Waterstones. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is all of them. There might be one or two books that haven't arrived yet. I can't remember, but I have this very big pile here, so I'm very excited about all of these. So I have these two graphic novels. So this is Witchbody by Sabrina Scott, and this is like a kind of self-love witchy graphic novel, which yes please, like, love that. That is so me if ever there was a graphic novel. So I'm very excited to read this one. Then I also got this graphic novel here, which is like a fantasy horror dark kind of vibey story, and this is by Chancellor Providence, and this is short stories by Becky Cloonan with colours by Lee Lowridge. And yeah, this just looks absolutely amazing. It says collects Becky Cloonan's award-winning trilogy Wolves of the Maya and the Demeter. These stories cast a spell of hypnotic melancholy, weaving their way through medieval landscapes of ancient curses and terrible truths that will haunt you for a long time after you've set them down. And I just love how the art style looks in here. I love that they're kind of like horror kind of vibey ones, and I just think this looks so good. I love the art in here, all the colours, just everything. I'm so excited to read this, and I just think it's gonna be really fun because I've never heard anybody talk about this before, so I'm intrigued. I want to see how I feel. Then another graphic novel I have is Fangs, and this is by Sarah Anderson. So this has been on my list for so long. I tried to buy this from Waterstones a while ago. If you don't know, I do work at Waterstones, so I tried to buy all my books from there, and we haven't been able to get this for some reason for a while. It comes in and out of stock and I always seem to miss it, but it was available when I was placing this order, so I snatched it up and I'm obsessed. Like, I can't wait to read this. It's a love story between a vampire and a werewolf. It's cloth bound, it has black sprayed edges, it has my favourite kind of art style in it, and obviously vampires are my thing, so naturally obsessed. I have seen Chloe and Caitlin talk about this recently. They both gave it 5 stars, said they loved it, so I'm super excited to read it because if they love it, I'm probably gonna love it too. And yeah, I'm just already obsessed with the vibes and the aesthetic of this, and I think I might have to read this for my 24-hour readathon. And I also have a hair stuck in my mouth. Love that for me. Then I have another Junji Ito manga. So this is Uzumaki, I think is how you pronounce it, and this is the one about the spirals, I believe, and I'm really intrigued by this one because everyone says this is one of the most creepy and scary ones. Like I said earlier, I am slowly making my way through a lot of Junji Ito's work, and obviously I had to get this one, probably one of his most famous books, and I'm very excited to read it. It's quite big, so hopefully I will get through this soon, but it just looks so cool. Then the rest of these I don't know a whole lot about. These were just books that I kind of found when I was looking for more like spooky kind of reads. I mean, not all of them are, and I just thought, why not? I'll get them. I haven't heard anyone talk about them before, so I thought I may as well try something new, see if I like them, except for this one. And this one I've seen a lot of people talk about before, and you guys will have as well. So this is a thriller by Alyssa Cole, and this is When No One Is Watching. Don't know a ton about this, just know that it is one of the most popular thrillers on BookTube, and I really want to check it out. I want to read a lot more thrillers. I love the cover, and yeah, so many people do love this, so I'm just going off recommendations here, and that's why I bought it. And I'm really intrigued to see if I like this or not, but I think it has like a psychological vibe to it as well, and I always love those kind of thrillers the most, so I can't wait to read this. And I love this cover, like I love this blue tone, so fun. So next we have These Vengeful Hearts by Catherine Lauren. I honestly don't remember why I bought this, to be honest. I know I've read reviews for it, but I don't really remember what it was about. I'll read the back. So it says, the Queen of Hearts sat alone on the top shelf of my locker. The coy smile on her face said she knew something I didn't. If the rumours were to be believed, she did. A Queen of Hearts was the eponymous calling card of the Red Court's leader, and its presence could mean only one thing. My invitation had finally came. It says, anyone can ask the Red Court for a favour, but every request comes at a cost. And once the deed is done, you're forever in their debt. This follows like a 16-year-old called Ember, and she's seen like firsthand what the damage of this Red Court can do. Something like they caused an accident that left her older sister paralysed, and now Ember is determined to hold them accountable by taking the Red Court down from the inside. And I love this art as well, and I'm just really intrigued by this. It's kind of like a revenge thriller, horror-y, YA-ish kind of story, and I'm intrigued by that. I just think it's going to be a really interesting read. Not really heard many people talk about this, so if you have read this book, let me know your thoughts down below. But yeah, really intrigued by this one. Then next we have this book here, which I feel like everyone has seen this. I don't know a lot about it. I just know it's like a romance and fantasy and elves and war, and that's it. Don't really need to know anything else because I know it's more like high fantasy, I think. Don't really want to know too much about it, especially with it being like heavy romance. I like to just not know much about the plot or the characters going in. So I think this is like something to do with like an elven king maybe chooses a human queen or something like that. No idea, I just know it's got romance in it. So this is the Deal with the Elf King, and this is by Elsie Cover. So yeah, like I said, you're probably all very familiar with this cover and this book, and I've heard so many mixed reviews about it, so I really do want to give it a go. And because like I said, it's fantasy and romance, that's the only reason I bought it. Don't know a lot else about it, I just really want to give it a go. And yeah, we'll see what I think of it. I'm not really sure, but if you have read this one, let me know your thoughts. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Really interested to see what I think, and I love my romance, so I will be reading this very soon. Then next we have A Diary of Blood by S.T. Gibson. So I actually found this because I followed the author on Twitter, and this has got like dark academia, dark kind of vampy vibes written all over it. naturally I bought it. So this says, a lyrical and dreamy reimagining of Dracula's Brides, A Diary of Blood is a story of desire, obsession and emancipation. I struggled to say that word. Saved from the brink of death by a mysterious stranger, Constanta is transformed from a medieval peasant into a bride fit for an undying king. But when Dracula draws a cunning aristocrat and a starving artist into his web of passion and deceit, Constanta realizes that her beloved is capable of terrible things. Finding comfort in the arms of her rival consort, she begins to unravel their husband's dark secrets. With the lives of everyone she loves on the line, Constanta will have to choose between her own freedom and her love for her husband. But bonds forged by blood can only be broken by death. So because this is vampires, brides of Dracula, I need to read this. So excited. I love this cover with my whole being. Like, look at this. This is definitely my kind of vibe, and I've not heard anybody talk about this. So again, it's another very impulsive kind of buy. I'm hoping that I enjoy it. It's a vampy and it's got dark academia kind of style to it. So yeah, hopefully I really enjoy this one, and I'm really intrigued to see where the story is going to go. So this one I honestly can't remember anything about, but this is Helena by Claire L. Smith, and it has this really cool cover. I think I saw this on someone's Instagram and they would talk about like how much they enjoyed it, so I think that's why I got it. I honestly don't remember. It says, on the outskirts of London, 1855, mortician and funeral director Helena Morrigan struggles with her limited finances and the heavy burdens of her past. Desperate to secure herself, she takes up residence in an aged house closer to the graveyard, closer to the lost soul that sends her torment, and are determined to take her place in the mortal world. As she tries to tame and free the ghostly figures around her, she becomes acquainted with the owners of the house, the recently orphaned siblings Eric, Audrey and Christian Tartar. Yet the souls she wants to save are on edge as a horrific serial killer runs rampant, giving Helena a boost in business and suspicion. Against her best efforts, Helena is suddenly thrown into a bloody mystery where new and old friendships are tested, innocents are maimed, and a horrific family secret and threatens her chance of a peaceful existence and her existence itself. Love the sound of this. I recently read Mina and the Undead, and this has given me those kind of vibes, like a meta mystery, family dynamics, all the ghost stuff. It just sounds really, really spooky and really dark, and I can't wait to read this. So yes, I'm also glad that I got this one. Then lastly, I got myself this. So this is the Monstrous kind of omnibus. This is book 1. It collects, I think, the first 4 volumes of Monstrous, but it collects 18 single issues. So I'm still planning to buy all the individual issues of Monstrous. I just really wanted this bind up because I think that it's really stunning and I really wanted it, so I got it. Monstrous is a steampunk kind of a vibe to it, and it's just a really, really cool graphic novel. One of my favorites. The illustrations are absolutely amazing and I would highly recommend reading these. I have only read the first volume, but it was a long time ago, so I'm planning to reread it and read volume 2 very soon, but I just wanted to get the bind up and I'm very glad that I did. Then I have 2 more books to talk about that I forgot to mention because they went with all my other birthday gifts. So my parents kindly got me the deluxe edition of Paper Girls of book 2, so I got book 1 for Christmas. Haven't read these yet. I'm waiting until I get the deluxe edition of volume 3 and then I will read them all together. But this is just so stunning. Like, look at this. I'm absolutely obsessed. I've never read Paper Girls, but I've heard really good things and I can't wait to read this series. Apparently it's really good if you like Stranger Things, so yeah, really, really happy that I got this edition because it's so, so pretty and it's hardback and I love that. And then lastly, my wonderful friend Caitlin got me The Project by Courtney Summers. So I think I spoke about this in a book haul as well, but this was for my birthday. I just opened it very, very early, so I'm not going to go into what this is about because I believe I spoke about it there. This is kind of like a murder mystery, dark kind of story, and she bought me this because she has read a book by Courtney Summers before and she loved it and said her writing style is something I really like, so she wanted to get me this for my birthday and I'm so excited to read this. I just think it sounds really, really good, has those dark horror kind of vibes, and I'm here for that, and I love the cover too. So yeah, this was the last book, I'm pretty sure. So for the creator spotlight segment of this video today, I have decided to talk about Meg's channel. So Meg is from the channel Pride and Fiction, and she is just a wonderful human being who puts out amazing content. I absolutely love her vlogs. They're always so wholesome and just really, really cute, and she really loves poetry and she also writes poetry, so if you like poetry then I'd highly recommend her channel. And she reads so many different kind of genres, which is another thing I really, really like, and I just love her videos. They're always just so cute and so nice, so I would definitely recommend going and checking out her channel. Like I said, she's super lovely, so I will have her channel linked down below in the description box if you did want to check out her channel. But yes, I really do enjoy her content. I think you guys will also, so yeah, like I said, link down below. That is it for this week's Creator Spotlight. So yes, I do still have a few books on the way, and I know a couple of friends have sent me books that haven't turned up yet, so I'm really sorry if I didn't include them in this video. But yeah, that is all of the books I got for my birthday. I got a lot of books for my birthday, and I'm so unbelievably grateful for anyone who sent me them and for anyone who wished me a happy birthday. I was so overwhelmed on my birthday by the amount of lovely messages and stuff that I received. Like, literally, you guys just made my birthday so much more special, because obviously I was stuck in lockdown, so just having everyone in the book community be so lovely is just amazing, and I'm honestly just so grateful, and I just love everyone so much, and I'm excited to read all of these books. So again, thank you so much. And also a little disclaimer, definitely not bragging or anything, I just really wanted to share these books with you guys. So many of you always say you love my book hauls because you find some new books to read, so I hope that is the case with this one. And yeah, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please do give me a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to subscribe, please do so. I upload twice a week. I host a weekly reading sprint, and it'd be really nice to have you join me here on YouTube. For those of you who might want extra content from me, I do have a Patreon, which is also linked down below, where I post exclusive Patreon content, videos, all that kind of stuff, and we do a monthly buddy read as well. So our pick for next month is The Ravens, and I'm so excited because it's witchy and it sounds amazing. So yeah, that is linked down below, along with all my social media and some discount codes for different things if you were interested. But yeah, that's enough rambling from me. I really hope that you did enjoy this. Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!